Welcome to NCIX Tech Tips. Today's episode is about Cisco Connect Cloud. So this is basically the way to control your networking devices from anywhere. Now you'll need an app-enabled router. An app-enabled router is basically any router that has the app-enabled badge on the front of it. So Cisco's EA series, such as the EA2700 and the EA3500, not only includes all the latest wired and wireless networking features, but also support for Cisco Connect Cloud, which is really easy to set up. All you have to do is take your new router home, change the name of it to the same name as your existing router. So if your existing router was called JJ Giraffe or something like that, just change the name of your new router to JJ Giraffe, and none of the devices connected to it should even notice once you configure your wireless settings to be the same. So that's pretty cool. Next thing you'll need to do is install the Cisco Connect software application on your PC. Don't worry, it's not even going to stay there. Once you log into it, and once your firmware automatically updates to the new cloud-enabled firmware, Cisco Connect will actually uninstall itself and guide you through the process of setting up a Cisco Connect Cloud account. Now that part of the setup process is going to allow you to set everything up on a desktop PC. However, the whole point of Cisco Connect Cloud is that you can access your router settings and all your network settings even on the go. So to install it on your tablet or on your smartphone, all you have to do is, whether it's in the App Store for iOS or Google Play on the Android OS, just search for Cisco Connect and download the Cisco Connect Cloud and install it to your device. So once you launch the Cisco Connect Cloud app, all you got to do is click I accept, and I'm going to hold this up because we're not going to be able to overlay this, guys, because I haven't actually launched it on the Android device yet. You enter your username, which is usually your email, and your password, and then press enter. Once we're logged into the app, the most basic stuff is all accessible just by swiping to and fro. So you can see your guest access for your wireless, as well as the settings for it and who's connected. You can set parental controls, and you can see if they are on or off, and you can enable them or disable them, as well as viewing the controlled devices by not clicking here and actually clicking somewhere else. I'll show you that later. You can see which are your high priority devices on your network. So my PC, the media PC, and the iPad 2 are the ones where I'm doing most of my media streaming. You can also see how many devices are connected to your local and guest networks. Now that was all just viewing. By scrolling this guy right here up, let's try that one more time, you can actually make changes to a lot of these things. So I can see all the devices that are connected to my network. And remember, guys, this is my router at home. So this is me operating this over the interwebs using the cloud. Which is kind of neat, I suppose, right? Let's go back. Let's have a look at what else we can do from within the app. So you can configure your guest access, your parental controls, as well as your media prioritization. It's really easy to do. All you've got to do is go, okay, I want to edit this. I am going to drop down the iPad. I mean, who needs to watch videos on an iPad anyway? That's silly. I'm going to replace it with, let's say Samsung Galaxy. There we go. And I'm done. So basically, this is QoS in the simplest possible interface. What else can we do from within here? So you can set router settings, including your connectivity as well as your wireless. And you can even see things like your network name and password, as well as your router password, and edit those from anywhere. Now, a huge part of the point of Cisco Connect Cloud is actually not necessarily the first-party Linksys app, but also the third-party apps that are going to be developed. So there's quite a few that are available at launch, but one of the ones that I thought was really neat is called Block the Bad Stuff. It's 99 cents on the App Store, and all you've got to do is log in using your Cisco Connect Cloud account. So give me a second to do that, and we'll be back. Now, I haven't actually done this yet, so I'm just kind of checking it out, but I'm going to click I accept, authorize, block the bad stuff to use your account. Now all I have to do is log in, and I can, okay. It looks really simple. So you have filter levels 1, 2, and 3. So you can either filter, filter level 1 is inactive, security. So malware, phishing sites, and scam sites is all it's really filtering out. Filter level 2 is security and pornography, okay? And filter level 3 is security and pornography and non-family friendly. Very simple. You can also decide which network to secure, which brings me to another really cool point about Cisco Cloud Connect. You can actually use it to manage multiple networks. So I'm going to get you to sort of zoom up here for me. There is actually a drop down up here in the top of the interface where you can decide which Cisco cloud enabled network you want to manage. So if you have a cloud enabled router at your own house and your work and your parents' house, you can remotely manage settings for, if you're like the IT guy in your family, for pretty much everyone who needs your assistant without you actually getting in the car and driving there. There are lots of other cool apps as well. There's one for monitoring IP cameras, and they don't even have to be Linksys one. There's one called NetProofer, which is a different kind of network access restricting program. So this one's more to do with specific websites. And you can even use Twonky. So that's a media aggregator that you can manage through the cloud as well. Now, it's not necessarily all about what you can do with it today, but what a cloud-enabled router will enable you to do in the future. So right now, the devices we're connecting are things like tablets and phones and computers, and the home is very connected, but we're moving towards lots more things being managed through your network, even things like lights and your oven and your dishwasher and all kinds of crazy cool stuff like that, where you can go, oh shoot, we left the house and we forgot to turn the lights off. Through your tablet connected to your cloud-enabled router, now you can just make an adjustment, assuming you then have network-enabled devices, and that Linksys has worked with the manufacturer of said device to make it compatible, which I'm not saying that they're working on it, but probably are, right? Hey, no promises, but it's happening. But no promises about when it's happening, but it's coming soon. So that is the point. That is the point of having access to your network everywhere. Right now, it's kind of kitschy and cool, and it'll maybe save you a drive or two to your relative's house when you don't have to adjust something for them. But in the future, this is going to be what it's all about. And when you are connected directly to your router from a computer, you can change all the things that you used to be able to, not just the basics, including port forwarding and all of that kind of. So within security, there's all kinds of advanced stuff that you can still do, set up the demilitarized zone, all that good stuff. So thank you for checking out our episode about Linksys Connect Cloud, and don't forget to subscribe to Linus. Did I call it Linksys Connect Cloud? Because what I meant was Cisco Connect Cloud powering Linksys products. And don't forget to subscribe to NCIX Tech Tips.